I realized today how badly my self-tan is fading, and I'm a little bit self-conscious about the way my arms look right now. Hey friends, welcome to today's video, and if you are here watching, you are so excited to watch me shave my face for the first time. You will kind of see my thought process of what I did and how I got there, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you some tips and tricks of what I learned from this process because I've done this 3 or 4 times now. So before we jump into the video, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. Okay, so I kind of stumbled upon dermaplaning. I think this really started when I went and got my upper lip threaded. I was feeling kind of self-conscious about the peach fuzz on my upper lip, and I was just over it, and I decided to go with my friends because apparently they all do it and didn't tell me. And I loved it. I thought it was like really smooth. And then from there, I think it just kind of evolved, and I found some videos on dermaplaning and how good it is for the skin, anti-aging, getting rid of hyperpigmentation, acne scarring, and a ton of other benefits. So I started doing some research, I watched videos, and I just kind of became obsessed with it. I am weird and like OCD, so I felt like it was kind of like satisfying to watch like a layer of the skin get like exfoliated off, and I don't know, I just found it really intriguing. So I went on Sephora's website to see if I could find some kind of, razors or whatever on my own, and you're not using the same thing that you would get if you went to an actual spa. But I feel like this is like pretty close for what you will get. So disclaimer before we go any further, I am not a professional. This is just me like researching online, doing my own thing. Make sure you consult a professional if you are really concerned about your skin. If you have like any sort of acne currently, you really probably shouldn't be doing this because it could probably make it worse, or you can create further scarring. So I would highly recommend that you actually go to an esthetician, a spa, something along those lines, because they will give you professional advice, and this is just an amateur's opinion and just kind of like my story with dermaplaning at home. So that being said, after I did some research, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and buy these $8 razors from Sephora. And if you have something better out there that you've used before, let me know, but these are really good, I think, for the price. For $8 for 3 of them, like I don't really think you can beat that. I've seen very similar looking products that were $70 and up from Sephora and other places, so I felt like this was a really good option. I will say that I try to keep mine clean so that they last longer. I'm still on my first one, and I've done, like I said, 3 or 4 sessions with this. I only do it once a week. I do not do this every day. I don't think you're supposed to do it every day. So that I feel like once a week is like the max that I would actually do. But in order to keep your razors clean, I would, after you're done, wipe them down with a cotton swab that's coated in alcohol just to kill any bacteria that might be living on it and get all the nasty stuff off of it. So my first piece of advice is make sure you wash your face. You want to make sure it's clean. Use some sort of toner to try to get rid of any additional dirt and grime that's on your skin, and then moisturize before you start shaving your face. I don't think that I did that the first time in this video, and I could really tell that it kind of almost like irritated my skin more than it needed to. It felt like it was kind of scratchy on my skin and like scraping it, and I feel like I just shouldn't have done that. So I think you need a little bit of moisturization to kind of like help with the shaving process. Also, another piece of advice, kind of like quit while you're ahead. Don't go like too hard the first time don't go too many times over the same area, because I felt like I did that and I caused more irritation again than I needed to. I just didn't know exactly if like I got everything, and that's okay. Like if you miss a few spots, like don't worry. It's probably better that you skip them instead of like going over the same spot over and over again. And then my last piece of advice is don't freak out the next day, because you're probably going to have a little bit of irritation, redness, maybe even like a little bit of acne or just like some bumps that are on your skin. I had that, and then it kind of gets better from then on out. And then I'm not joking you, like I never get compliments on my skin, and I had a friend who was like, oh my gosh, like your skin looks amazing. Like, what are you doing? So, you know, I told her like everything that I'm doing right now. And I think that this is really a big part of it. It really has faded my melasma. So it's like incredible. Like I am so shocked at how much it has gone down. And I am doing I'm taking other precautions to make sure that I'm trying to keep it at bay. I'm using sunscreen, covering up my forehead when I'm in the sun and those types of things, but which I'm really not right now because it's still like springtime and not very warm out. But I feel like I've gotten it really, really good so far, and I want to keep it that way. And I feel like even if I go to an esthetician, like this can only get better. I feel like an at-home treatment for the, like being as good as it is right now, it could almost like even get better than this. So I'm very hopeful. I'm very excited about this because so far this is the only thing that has actually made my melasma better. Like in the years that I've had it, I've tried creams and lotions and face wash and everything, and I have not changed really anything else in my routine other than doing this, and it is like insane how much it is faded. So I am so excited about that. All right, without further ado, we're gonna jump into the video. You're gonna watch it, and then I'll check in with you at the end. So here you go. Oh my gosh, it's so nasty. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. That was really gross. So in a really weird way, this feels kind of nice. I think that is like the funniest. Look at that. I don't know why I get such a kick out of it. I am kind of loving it right now. If you're familiar with dry brushing at all and you've done that, you understand there's like a sensation that you get from the dry brushing that almost is like it tingles and it feels like it's like stimulating your skin. That's kind of what this feels like on my face. So right now I feel like, yes, it is a little bit red. I'm gonna go put my moisturizer on as soon as we're done, but I feel like it feels very nice and soft, and it feels very exfoliated. The forehead is the part that got the most red for me. Again, I think it's just because it's just so, there's like no fat at all in order to like cushion the razor. So I just feel like that's the reason. But I did feel like it was kind of like stimulating my skin. I can check in with you guys tomorrow and see how I feel, see if I've seen like any sort of difference, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go put some moisturizer on my skin, and then I will check in with you guys tomorrow to see where we're at. So see you in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. So it is the morning after I did my dermaplaning, my at-home dermaplaning, and I just wanted to check in really quick. I'm trying to get ready for work, but I wanted to show you what my skin looked like before I put my makeup on. It is a little bit sensitive right now, especially on my forehead. And I will say that I think that it's really my fault. I went a little bit heavy-handed on my skin, and I felt like I went over the areas a little bit too much. I probably shouldn't have done that. I don't know, I just kind of got carried away and felt like maybe I was missing areas, so I wanted to go over them a couple times. But my word to you is don't do that. If you think you got it, just kind of like let it go, and you can always touch up later, but don't go too aggressive and don't go over those areas too many times, because you can make your skin a little bit raw, and I feel like that's kind of where I'm at today. Like, it's not terrible by any means, but I do feel like it's a little bit sensitive and a little bit red. And again, like, I don't think it's the tool's fault. I really do think it's my fault. So word to the wise, just kind of go easy your first time doing this, and just be a little bit cautious, because you don't want to hurt your skin or damage it in any way. So that's just kind of my little tidbit for right now. Here is my skin. You can see a little bit of redness, and don't mind my awesome fake tan. Oh yeah. but you can see a little bit of redness, and yeah, especially on my forehead, you can definitely see it, especially there. So, all right, I'm gonna go on with my day and I will talk to you guys later. Right, wasn't that just like so exciting to watch? I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you have any questions about what I did, you know, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will answer any questions that you have, or just like any comments about this. Is there something that you really like to do? Are there other razors that you recommend that you've liked better than these Sephora ones? I'm just like open to all feedback because this is kind of my new obsession and I'm like pushing it on all my friends. Like, I'm a dermaplaning pusher, like I'm obsessed. So I just love to hear what other people do and what has worked for them, because I also would like to try that. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you leave and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.